World Health Day 2017, 10 quotes that get real about depression and mental health. The World Health Organization, WHO, recognizes April 7 as World Health Day, and the focus is on depression this year. With more than 300 million people who are afflicted by depression, an increase of 18% from 2005 to 2015, the goal of the WHO's campaign is to encourage more people to seek help. Here are 10 quotes from writers, actors, and other artists that prove people who are suffering from depression are not alone and that the future is not hopeless. 1. I have never been remotely ashamed of having been depressed. Never. What's to be ashamed of? I went through a really rough time and I am quite proud that I got out of that. J.K. Rowling. 2. I learned that my sadness never destroyed what was great about me. You just have to go back to that greatness, find that one little light that's left. I'm lucky I found one little glimmer stored away. Lady Gaga. 3. If you should speak to anyone affected by a mental illness, the chances are that you will hear stories of hidden suffering, shame, and discrimination in nearly every sector of their lives. Vikram Patel. 4. You're not the first to go through it, you're not going to be the last to go through it, and oftentimes you feel like you're alone and you feel like it's only you and you're in your bubble. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. 5. If you know someone who's depressed, please resolve never to ask them why. Depression isn't a straightforward response to a bad situation, depression just is, like the weather. Try to understand the blackness, lethargy, hopelessness, and loneliness they're going through. Be there for them when they come through the other side. It's hard to be a friend to someone who's depressed, but it is one of the kindest, noblest, and best things you will ever do. Stephen Fry. 6. It's my mission to share this with the world and to let them know that there is life on the other side of those dark times that seem so hopeless and helpless. I want to show the world that there is life, surprising, wonderful and unexpected life after diagnosis. Demi Lovato. 7. There is no point treating a depressed person as though she were just feeling sad, saying, "There now, hang on, you'll get over it." Sadness is more or less like a head cold with patience, it passes. Depression is like cancer. Barbara Kingsolver. 8. I did do therapy and antidepressants for a brief period, which helped me. Which is what therapy does, it gives you another perspective when you are so lost in your own spiral, your own bullshit. It helps. And honestly, antidepressants help. If you can change your brain chemistry enough to think, I want to get up in the morning, I don't want to sleep until 4 in the afternoon. I want to get up and go do my shit and go to work and reset the odometer, kickstart the engine. John Hamm. 9. I wouldn't wish depression on anyone. But if you ever experience it, or are experiencing it right now, just know that on the other side, the little joys in life will be that much sweeter. The tough times, the days when you're just a ball on the floor, they'll pass. You're playing the long game and life is totally worth it. Sarah Silverman. 10. I have so many messages in terms of young girls and how mental illness in terms of depression is not something to be ashamed of. You're not alone. You're not an alien. My message has always been to accept yourself no matter what, to love yourself, to embrace your flaws. I think flaws are things that make us special. The cracks within us are the beautiful parts that need to have light shed on them. Cara Delevingne.